the whole prop team for this opportunity, the recognition, recognize my elite, esteemed panel up here, a lot of knowledge that they have up here. I'm sure a lot of knowledge that may far surpass my knowledge, but it's a pleasure and honor to be able to come up here with y'all gents and be asked. Recognize my national president, Lucky, National Vice President Buddha in the house. Appreciate them and trusting me. I'm speaking on behalf of the nation. So with that said, hey, let's get focused, man. per the paperwork, it states, how do we keep the spark going? Since 1946, and the real answer is there's not an answer. There's not one thing that you can do. We got clubs in here around 20, 30, 40, 50 years. So you're definitely doing some things that you need to do to keep your club progressing, right? Heard earlier that we all came in this to do one thing, that's to twist the throttle, that's to ride motorcycles. That's what brought us all together, correct? And when we lose that focus is when we start to stray. The club does 2 years and falls off and things of this nature. 1945, there was a group of individuals. You had Coffee, Bodie, Spartacus, Peter Gunn, Big Daddy, Maverick, June, all in New Jersey in the Philly area. They used to cross the bridge. They only had one thing that brought them together. That was their love for motorcycles. That's what brought us here together, the love for motorcycles. It's just that simple from the jump, the love for motorcycles. Out of that, they'd go down and burn rubber in the oil at the bottom of the bridge. Do trick riding, things of that nature. They got the name of Old Burners. Old Burners. There's a book done by the Flying Panthers. They were interviewed. They were established in 1950, in which they mentioned the Old Burners. A year later, Coffee said, "We're going to get this club together," and they instituted the State Burners Motorcycle Club out of Philadelphia, PA. I got some Philly in the house, right? There's some. Nope. That's what Mother Chapter is for us in Philly. And it grew from there. Why the longevity? Any organization that needs longevity has to have a couple of things, right? Resilience, you're gonna need flexibility, you're gonna need adaptability, and a vision. What's your vision for what you're trying to do? And don't sway from that vision. Said it beautifully. It's not about the party. That's extra. That's for us to show you, hey, we appreciate you. Come on and have a good time with us. Prior to that, we should have seen you pounding, as our motto says, burning rubber from state to state. That's the State Burners motto. From state to state. If that state is Texas, woo, you pounding. North to south to California, you pounding. So what you have to do is ensure, and I'm not gonna keep you long, is that vision is being pushed to everyone in your organization, and that they're standing on that vision. All right, there's a lot of alpha males and alpha females in these clubs. And shout out to all the presidents, vice presidents, social clubs, and clubs out here. And we need that because we need that headstrongness. General Mattis said, Marine Corps, be polite, be professional, and have a plan to kill everybody you meet. That's how I live. That's how I live. I say that because the structure of your club is relationships. Your longevity, you want to keep going on, you have to build those relationships with everyone that you meet. Love this environment. That's why I always come to this. Every time I meet new individuals. I was going a few instances when I first came in. I've only been doing this for about 12 years. Hit a couple of spots. Hey, with the State Burners Motorcycle Club, they established in 1946. Not puffing my chest out, but it was something I was proud about. That I read it, and when I asked about them, I saw them, and I asked about their history. Oh, shit, y'all doing the dang thing. But I was getting was it was State Burners. Who? What year? No, it's East Bay. They the oldest. They are the oldest on the West Coast. Just partied with them brothers. We rode out to California, burning rubber from state to state. Went out to them and they showed us a lot of love. Recognized us as the oldest historically black club in the nation. They definitely the oldest on the West Coast, but we built more of a relationship. I learned and found out they used to come to Philly to our house all the time, years ago. Now they're about to come back just for us going out there. Roger Scoots. In building these relationships, you'll meet people who can transform your club. I'm stealing something from everybody. You gonna say something, I'm gonna take back. Hey, he gonna say something. Because when you stop thinking you can learn and think you know everything, you're gonna die. Your club's gonna fail. We have a good mindset with all the chapters from here to the West Coast. Over 17 chapters that have adopted the vision of what we want to do. And that's build a brotherhood that enjoys riding motorcycles. Mm-hmm. That's the vision. A lot of you don't even know that one of your prominent 1% clubs, one of the founders of it was a state runner. They know, no secret nothing. But that's just one relationship that'll never die. Have individuals that may go start other chapters, join other clubs, but that's still going to be relationships.